Hello everyone, this is Luke, and welcome back to Be Successful, your favorite development channel, for a new episode of the weekly Crypto Sunday series. Last week I was away and couldn't do Crypto Sunday, but I'm recovering now. Thanks to all of you who have been with us so far. Together we've managed to take this series to episode 32. You and the rest of the Be Successful community are amazing, and without your efforts, all of our work will have been in vain. Every like you gave us, every salt, and every comment helped us enormously and brought us to the modest level we've reached today. I hope this collaboration between us and you will be successful for you as well, and I hope you will gain as much as possible from the time we spend together. Even though there are hard times in crypto, it seems that in the last few days the sun has come out a little on our street and the market has had nice growth. I'm writing this text on Friday, and right now we have a market capitalization of over 1 trillion again. It seems that Bitcoin has managed to climb above 23,000, reaching at the moment even 23,300. Ethereum is pumping Grozave up to $1,575 from $1,200 it was at only a week ago. The Binance token managed to stay above $250, respectively at $265 currently. eGold remains stable at $60, with very little fluctuation from one day to another. Dogecoin barely remains in the top 10 products, with a capitalization of $9 billion, while Shiba loses a few positions, and we find it in 15th place, with a total market value of only $6.5 billion, even though Shiba still generates a volume of trading higher than Doge. It seems that the free advertisement that Elon Musk makes for this project is still working. As we can see in the Tesla report from the second quarter of this year, Elon sold almost all the Bitcoin he had, but he declared that he did not sell his Dogecoin holdings. This makes Doge outperform Bitcoin in the last week, as shown by the Doge versus Bitcoin chart. Elon remains a brilliant guy, but at the same time very manipulative, and he doesn't miss any opportunity to influence the market in the direction he wants, even if he does it like now, without saying a word. He knows very well that thousands of investors are waiting for every quarterly report of Tesla and analyze it thoroughly, and he knew as well that the moment they see he sold Bitcoin but kept Dogecoin, the whole planet will talk about it. Inflation remains high, and I honestly believe that we are only experiencing a small technical rebound now, or a small summer rally, as there is absolutely no reason for the markets to go up now. Even if the markets go in a certain direction due to the emotion or enthusiasm of investors, sooner or later things will align with reality. And today's reality is that the war continues to cause death and injuries every day, destroying infrastructure and military equipment, or in other words, to demolish what was built in decades or hundreds of years. A war as if detached from the past centuries, started by a people that in the history of mankind brought nothing but misfortunes. The reality is that inflation not only remains very high, but continues to grow. The reality is that harvests are bad, and we are approaching a food crisis. The reality is that we have more expensive fuel than ever, and that this makes the standard of living much more difficult everywhere. Together with fuel, energy also became more expensive, whether we are talking about electricity, gas, or other expendables. Let's not forget that the price of any product also includes this increase in the price of energy, not just once. Energy is needed first to produce a good, and then again to transport it. And some products also need energy during storage. It seems that even the raw materials have not been a refuge lately, collapsing spectacularly in the last period. Even gold is taking a hard hit, falling from $2,075 to $1,725, and was even below $1,700 the other day. It seems that at the beginning of the war, everyone bought gold in excess, because as we all know, gold rises with war. But we don't have the complete information. Gold increases at the end of the war. It seems that those who impulsively bought gold, taking it to $2,075, either sold, seeing that the war will last a long time, or other investors sold, and the last comers stayed with their gold. In addition to this, a new gold deposit was discovered, which could easily be exploited according to the specialists, which is downright huge. If it were put on the market, It would increase the amount of gold in trade by over 50%. In addition to these aspects, there is something important that is not being talked about. Mr. Putin has a large part of the country's reserves blocked by the West and European banks. I believe that he has massively sold gold and will sell more. Taking all of these things into consideration, I would avoid gold in the next period, even if the current price seems irresistible, because it would not be impossible to see gold in the future at $1,000 with all this inflation. If you like this content, please like this video right now because it helps us enormously in the development of this project. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, you risk missing the next valuable videos, so I recommend you subscribe and press the bell. You will not be disturbed too often. We post 2 to 3 videos per week, but they are full of valuable information. For those who want to return even more value to our channel, you have this opportunity to join the channel by paying a monthly contribution from $2.90 to $24.90. This money is essential for us to continue the activity of the channel, as we are a large team that works hard to collect, process, and deliver all this information to you. With us, you save hundreds of hours of market research and hear only the important things. However, we recommend that at the end you do a thorough research of the things we present. And don't forget that the things we present here are not investment advice. It's simply us processing and compiling information available online. We collect and separate for you the real and valuable information from the bullshit. But I repeat, it is your duty to deepen your understanding of this information, because in a video of a few minutes, we cannot develop complex topics. But we can tell you a few things about them to arouse your curiosity for further research. So we sincerely thank all the paying members of the channel. We try to serve you the most honest and useful information. Now let's continue with our analysis. Wheat fell from over $1,300 to $760. Maize has fallen from $800 to $500. Coffee is approaching minimums, hovering around $200. Sugar, metals, and all other raw materials are collapsing, but with all the shelf pressures getting higher and higher. Oil fell below $100. Now is a good time, using the excuse of inflation, for the big retailers to increase their profit margin. It is also a good time for governments to increase taxes and excises for the same reason. The Fear and Greed Index for Bitcoin today is at the value of 33 after it was even at 34 yesterday. This return comes after an extremely long period in which the values of the index hovered around the value of 10 points, and the indication of extreme fear, a terror of investors. Today's value falls on fear, and we are still in a good period for accumulation. As long as the Fear and Greed Index is below 50, it is considered a good time to buy. And when it approaches 100, it is a good signal to exit the market, because we are approaching new highs. I'm curious how many of you participated in the Elron lottery, and how many of you won. I invite you to write in the comments what you earned, if you sold, if you put it in the state or in the liquidity pool, or tell us what your plan is. I also invite you to follow us on other platforms. We are available on Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and all your favorite platforms. Be sure to follow us everywhere so you don't miss important information. Thank you for following me to the end, and until next time, take care of your money and invest wisely.